flag unfurls, and 35 laps underway for the Sportsman division as they head down into turn number 1.
Big spin off of the start and a puff of smoke.
That looks like Mitchell in the deuce, and all of a sudden we've got one car around and we're under yellow.
Yellow before, well, yeah, yellow out now, but around seconds after crossing the start-finish line. A couple cars coming together towards the rear of that field.
So it'll be a complete restart here this evening for the Sportsman division. 35 laps the distance. 4 car again. The Bristol Toyota Pace truck pulls down to the center of the infield. We're ready to go off of turn number 4. Sylvia and Perry bring them down off the corner. There's a green flag. We're back underway as we head down into turn number 1. And Sylvia trying to get that jump. Perry hanging tight. Rioux takes a peek down to the inside as they hit turn number 3.
Pettey still commands the lead as Rioux now sends it 3 wide down the bottom as Don Perry backs out of it as they reach the apex of the straightaway. Doug Benoit still hanging tight underneath the 69 of Don Perry. High side still looks quick as Don Perry now shuffles up top. Don Perry up there as well. Rioux, that first car in line down bottom, still 2 by 2 at the top.
Down into 1 and 2, and Sylvia continues hanging on at the top of the leaderboard down into turn number 3 as the 3 of Rioux hangs on down low. Off the corner they come. Benoit trying to take a peek down to the inside as Perry gets sideways off the corner, gathers it back in. Settles it up on the outside. Here comes Adam Pettey. Steve Axon up on the inside. Down the back straightaway. 3 wide. Dane Saratelli gets kicked up to the 3rd groove. He loses a little bit of running room as they come off of 4.
Saratelli hung out to dry as Colby Lambert, Craig Pianka, and more all race right on by. Ryan Lineham also in that pack. Chad Baxter and Zach Robinson right there as well. Randy Moretti also looking to capitalize on that slide by Dane Saratelli, and these top 12 cars are still up
down the front straightaway. A flat left rear tire for the Route 6 Automobile Kia number 10 of Chris Gomes brings out the second caution with 5 laps complete. And the 16 is Sylvia. Has some sparks coming out from underneath his machine. The 95 of Healy heads pit side. Gomes is going to head pit side to get that left rear tire taken care of. Some good racing throughout the pack for the opening laps here. Sylvia and Rioux having a great run. Sylvia doing a great job hanging on.
See that as he was the pole sitter and your leader, but cannot ride around.
No, it's something dragging underneath that car. We saw the sparks fly, and that, you can't have things dragging off the race car, and a heartbreaker for him. He was running good early on. So that brings the field down into turn number 3. Benoit down the outside. They get ready. They wind it up off the corner. Green flag is out. Benoit spins the tires as he slides up the racetrack down into turn 1, and problems for Benoit. He goes around in the middle of turns 1 and 2. That's going to draw the caution.
Came around high atop.
Field is set. Rioux and Perry, Pettey and Axon. Those are your first 2 rows. Benoit will hit the field off the pit road. There's a green flag. We're back underway. Rioux and Perry bring the field down into turn number 1. Perry getting caught up on the outside as he starts to backslide just a little bit. And look at Adam Pettey try to make a move down to the inside of Rioux. Down to the bottom he goes. Edges out, looks for the lead at the stripe.
Pettey able to pull off the smooth yet aggressive move down underneath the 3, and just like that, we have a new leader here at Triple Crown Championship weekend here in the Sportsman. Adam Pettey sets the pace sideways off of 3, off of 4 as Rioux definitely using the front bumper there, but Pettey turning right to go left, saves the slide, maintains the lead, trouble in turn 1. Mike Mitchell around again, second time tonight as the issues continue for that number 2, and we are slowed up yet again here in the 35 lapper. 7 laps now complete as the number 2 of Mike Mitchell down to a halt. hour and 4 minutes.
123 laps. You expect that.
That's right.
Field is set. We'll try it again. Steve Bowden looks him over off of turn number 4. Up on the throttle they come. This time, it's a good one down into turn 1. Pettey and Rioux race wheel to wheel off of turn number 4. Down the backstretch, 4 wide, deep in the pack. Pettey and Rioux make contact. Rioux up in the wall. That's going to bring out the caution. The set, try this again, 7 laps complete. Ready to go off of turn number 4. Pettey and Rioux wind up off of the corner. There's a green flag. Nice even start. Pettey spins the tires just a little bit, but gathers it back in. Rioux hangs tight up on the outside. They roll down the back straightaway, wheel to wheel.
Pettey able to lock it down on that low groove as Rioux kicks the rear end sideways on the exit of 4. That allows Pettey to clear himself all around. Robinson now right up underneath the 3 as he looks to seize the second spot from Rioux. Car slowing the rear as Mitchell locks him up.
Rioux sideways, everybody on the binders.
But we go yellow for Mitchell, who was faced the wrong way. He locked him up as the back end of the field started to check up due to the caterpillar effect, and Mike Mitchell had done a complete 180.
And Mike just struggling trying to get the handles. They went through that car trying to find something to help them out, and I'm not sure if they...
On that front left spot of the grid with Chris Rioux to his outside. One more time, we try to keep this thing clean and green as we settle our Triple Crown Championship.
One more time off of turn number 4, Rioux and Pettey. Battle down into turn number 1. This time Pettey gets a good run off that second corner. As they roll down the back straightaway, he sets the pace. Robinson takes a peek down to the inside of Rioux, looking for the number 2 spot. He's got it at the stripe that time.
Don Perry breathing down the neck of the 3 as he wants that high side to get going. Meanwhile, Robinson and Pianka 3 wide down in the inside of turn 3. Pianka puts his Springville memory number 4 machine right down the inside of the Robinson car. He gets right by for second. Chad Baxter now second in the line down the bottom as these 2 heavyweights start to move their way to the forward.
Into 3 and 4 they go, and Pianka sits in the number 2 spot. Baxter puts that Mustang up into 3rd. The 0-1 of Robinson now has the 5 of Moretti working the inside. They come down the back stretch into 3 and 4. 3 wide in the middle of the pack momentarily as the 54 of Colby Lambert was trying to get a run to the inside of the 69 of Pettey. They are down off of turn number 2. The battle for second is over. Baxter up in the second.
Chad Baxter and Craig Pianka doing battle like it's for the season championship. Chad Baxter winning that battle, but Craig Pianka now having to set his sights on who's coming up in his rearview, and it's Randy Moretti looking to snatch the 3rd spot from him. Meanwhile, 3 wide deeper in the pack, Ryan Lineham and Dane Saratelli look to split as Doug Benoit ends up getting hung up to drive further up the field, though. That battle for 3rd settling out as Randy Moretti glued to the rear bumper of the 4.
Up front, Chad Baxter slides to the outside lane. Takes to the outside of Pettey. They go neck and neck off of 2, and Chad Baxter has shown his strength off of 4. He'll take over the lead at lap number 16.
Passing on the high side, the continuing trend of the night as Baxter finds speed up high. Clears himself all around for the lead now, down into 3. He has a car length advantage over the 57 of Pettey.
3 wide into the corner. Pettey getting split between Axon and Lambert as he backs off and settles it behind. Up front, it is the 0 of Chad Baxter, looking for his first win of the season, and he has found himself at the helm. Charges off of 4. We've hit the halfway. 18 laps complete, 17 laps remain.
Chad Baxter is your leader of the race overall. Chad Baxter also your leader in final round of the Triple Crown Championship. He leads Randy Moretti by 10 car lengths. As Adam Pettey, the car in between those 2, Moretti sits in 3rd. No cars around, clear track all around.
Down the back stretch into 3 and 4, Steve Axon working the outside. That's the battle for 6. Don Perry right behind the 3 of Rioux. Axon on the outside. Axon takes that spot away at the stripe. as Rioux slides through turns 1 and 2 and gathers it back in.
Field starting to stretch out now as we hit our longest green flag stretch of the night. Chad Baxter setting the pace through 1 and 2. Unwinds off of 2, 10 car lengths back. Adam Pettey with the number 5 of Moretti starting to fill up the rear view. Zoom back to the entrance of 3, and Colby Lambert sends it up the inside. Unwinds off of 4, looks to put a move on the 3 of
On the back straightaway, Cam Bowman comes to a halt at the middle of the backstretch on the inside, and that's going to draw the yellow with 22 laps complete, giving us a baker's dozen remaining. That's it. So we're ready to go. Bristol Toyota Pace Truck pulls out of the infield. 13 laps remaining. Chad Baxter, Adam Pettey, 1 and 2. Randy Moretti, Zach Robinson, Craig Pianka, your top 5. Steve Axon is 6th. Up on the throttle, we're back underway. Pettey trying to hang tight on the outside into turns 1 and 2. Baxter down low. Pettey with a little bit of an edge down into turn number 3. Baxter pulls it in hard and deep. Back in a little bit loose. They both slide off the corner. Baxter back to the top.
Big slide for the 57 as he fades on the top. Randy Moretti also fading, which gives an opportunity for the 4 to close right in. He gets right to the side of the 5. Whoa, slow off of 4 is the 5, real slow as 2 cars coming together.
They are locked together, the 0 and the 5. They both get away, and Steve Axon is slow on the racetrack down the backstretch.
We stay green as the 0-1 gets back up to speed. The 0-4, though, slow and creeping, crawling. Up high up atop the backstretch.
Keeping the car rolling, though, trying to get back to the pit area as Chad Baxter leads the charge off of turn number 4. Pettey, Bianca, Lambert, and Perry are top.
Trouble down the front stretch, roll over.
The 95 and the 15 get together. Red flag is out. Mackenzie Stevenson up on, and he's got a fire under the hood.
And we're going to put some laps in to try and work in this speedy drive. It looks like it's most concentrated high up by the wall.
The Helger South Coast Power Equipment Sportsman Division, Chad Baxter and Adam Pettey getting ready off of turn number 4. Green flag is out. We're back underway. Pettey up on the outside, Baxter on the inside, and they race neck and neck down the back straightaway into turn number 3.
Adam Pettey having to hang with the 0 of Baxter, but Baxter now starting to pull out just ahead. Sideways is the 69 as he hops over the berm in turn 1, smacks right into the side of the 9 of Zachary. We stay green amazingly enough. 3 wide just behind of us. Axon splits a pair of cars deep in the field.
Just trying to salvage a good night. Black flag out for the 10 of Chris Gomes for that right front fender hanging off of the Route 6 Automall Kia machine, and all of a sudden Ryan Lineham is up into 4th. 6 laps remaining. And Chad Baxter once again is in control. Off of turn number 4 he comes. 5 more circuits. Pettey is 2nd. Pianka is 3rd. Miller nose to tail across the stripe.
Disqualification flag given to the 10 of Chris Gomes. Again, extensive body panels hanging off of the right side of that car. Cars starting to spread out now as we go inside the 5 lap to go mark. And Chad Baxter continues to lead the pack of cars down through turns 3 and 4.
Pettey a little bit loose off the corner. Pianka all over the back bumper trying to get a run as Ryan Lineham is closing in on that battle there. Down off of turn number 2 they come. Off of 4 your leader is. 2 laps to go for this one. Baxter out front. Pettey is 2nd. Pianka is 3rd. Lineham is 4th. And the 54 of Lambert rounds out the top 5.
1 to go this time by as Chad Baxter commanding the lead over the battle for 2nd. But Craig Pianka with 1 lap left to figure out how to get by the chain gang. He sets up low right on the rear bumper of the 57. Not going to have any time. Check it in the air for the 0 of Baxter. 2nd is Pettey. 3rd Pianka. 4th Lineham. And 5th across the line is the 54 of Colby Lambert. Chad Baxter getting back to victory lane on Triple Crown Championship weekend. And Chad Baxter is your 2023 Everett's Auto Parts Triple Crown champion.
Adam, a good run for second tonight. A rough night out there. You were in a good spot in front of all that.
Yeah, real rough. Cautions didn't help us much, and I was hoping no more would come out, and but hey, we got here.
A good second place finish as the season winds down. You got to feel real good about this.
Yeah, we put a new set of tires in the car today, and we really struggled. We were 2/10 off the pace. I mean, to be here was amazing. The guys in the pits, my crew, they killed it. We dialed this thing in today because we were way off. We were nowhere near being here.
I know you want to thank those guys.
Yeah, well, first off, my whole girlfriend's whole family's here. Thank you for coming. My family's here. You know, thank you to Seekonk Speedway putting this on. Lenny up there. Then everyone in the pits. You know, you got my Uncle Dean, my dad, Mike. You know, everybody helps. Pettey Auto Salvage, my own company, and Bryan Hill Farms. We're funding it, and that's about it.
Good run, second place for Ace. We haven't had a chance to talk to Captain Fun much this year on your victory tour, if you will, but a good run here tonight.
Yeah, it was, man. Chad's super fast tonight, and Adam here had a couple nice saves. I could get up to him, I couldn't get around him. I backed off, I didn't want to knock him out. He had a great race, they had a great race, man. Everybody, a lot of fun here tonight. Feel bad for all the cautions, but hey, luckily I was up front for it all.
Yeah, nice to be there instead of be in between it all. You got to feel real good about this third place finish as we get closer to the title chase.
Yeah, you know, we're working our way up, man. Last week we were fourth, today we're third. We've been in the top 10 the whole season here. The only one better in the podium is Adam. He's Mr. Podium over here. But hey, I'm taking this spot right now for a little bit. It was fun, you know?
I know you got some people to thank.
Yeah, Andrew Kuhn busted his butt on this car for me, man. Thank you so much, AK. My wife and my sponsors, Johnson's Engine, Taylor's Garage, Springville. Jim Norberg made it today. He's the big difference, I guess. My wife, you guys, Vendetti's, thank you for letting me play in your backyard, man.
All right, congratulations. Welcome back. Chad, congratulations on the win, your first of the year. I know you wanted to be here long before this. It's been a tough road, but you got the Triple Crown champion, and you're peaking right at the right time.
Yeah, we had to struggle. David Auburn changed the rules and really slowed this car down a little bit, so we had to do some more homework to it, and tonight it was pretty good.
Pretty good indeed. You got to feel real good about the rest of the season.
Yeah, hopefully this car will stay rolling the way it is, and we should be pretty good.
I know you got some people you want to thank.
I got to thank Emily Sprague, Richard Sprague, Zach Robinson, my girlfriend for letting me come down and work on this thing all the time, Nat Chevatone, RS Performance, Rioux Recovery, and I think I got everybody.
All right, congratulations. Chad doesn't like to talk on the mic, pilot.